There's a stamp, I think,
yeah,
right?
I think there is.
Yes, there is. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for bringing that
Yeah.
up. So we have a slide. Lucky, can you pop up that slide? There it is. Okay, stamp news, everyone. So there was an auction on the 8th at Sotheby's in New York, and 3 items came up of note. These are 2 of them. This is from the collection of Stuart Weitzman, who is a shoe designer. Obviously, a lot of money in shoes. So these are some of the rarest stamps. In fact, the British Guiana 1 cent magenta, which I mentioned when I first did the philately thing, which is a long time ago now in one of the town halls. This is the rarest stamp in the world. There's only one known to exist, obviously. They thought this one might go for 10 to 15 million. In fact, it only reached 8.3. I say only, that's a phenomenal amount of money. Okay. But that's actually below what it sold for in 2014, which was 9.5 million. This has, I won't go into the history of it, but it is quite a unique stamp, signed by the postmaster in British Guiana. Incredibly rare stamp. Now, the other one's the Jennies. So this, if you remember, this is the 1918, the first airmail stamps issued by the US. There were 3 values. This was the high value, the 24 cents in blue and red. There were obviously lots of them printed. One sheet, however, just one sheet, had the planes printed upside down. So the blue was accidentally inverted, and they got out into the public domain, where they're now incredibly sought after. There is only one sheet of 100. I think pretty much everybody knows, by the way, where everyone is. This particular block of 4, this is called a plate block because the plate number is actually down there in the bottom, as you can see. This one sold in 2005 for nearly $3 million, and it went for $4.87 million on the 8th. So yeah, so that's including the buyer's premium.
Wow.
It turns out yesterday we found out, in fact, that the British Guiana was actually bought by the UK stamp company Stanley Gibbons, which many of you probably never heard of. The equivalent here in the US would be Scots. You know, these are the people that track stamp history, produce all the stamp catalogs and that sort of thing. So Stanley Gibbons has been the go-to for British stamp collectors for as long as I can remember, forever probably. And so they have bought it, and they're going to put it on exhibition in the UK. So if you go to London, you should be able to see it. And it's incredibly rare piece of paper, and the photograph doesn't really do it justice, unfortunately. The other thing that did go from, I'm sorry, Jacques, go ahead.
I'll tell you, those guys must be shrewd negotiators, because they took almost $1 million off the price, over $1 million off the price.
Yeah, in fact, even the plate block was supposed to, they thought the pre-sale estimate was 5 to 7 million. So, you know, it didn't really, I mean, that was the thing, the takeaway from this auction was they didn't really materialize the returns they thought they were going to get. There was one more item which I didn't put up here because it's not a stamp, it's a coin, but it has an interesting little bit of history. It's a 1933 $20 double eagle gold coin that was supposedly once belonged to King Farouk of Egypt. And that one actually went in the end, crazy bidding apparently, for $18.9 million.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. And this was apparently one of the fastest auctions in Sotheby's history.
Wow. All right, so better to be in coins than to be in stamps these days.
Apparently.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Or I guess you buy low and sell high, right?
Yeah, but I actually rather be in Kuhn's art.
Yeah, no kidding.
There you go.
Right?
Those prices were outrageous.
$91 million for a rabbit.
Yeah, but think of the workmanship.
True. Oh, of course, absolutely.
True.
Incredible. True. Very impressive work.
True.